Okay.
Sheriff, tell us how this works.
Clearview, this company that we're using, what they do is when they get a crime from a video from a crime or a still photo from a crime, meaning there has to be a criminal predicate. A crime had to occur, and now we're trying to find out who did it. This company is able with technology to scrub against all social media, any type of thing that's out in the public venue, mugshots, newspaper articles, news stories, your social media page, and it gives us a lead as to the identification on a person. We are not, and I repeat, we are not scanning faces at the 500 or at the mall or people walking down the street. There has to be a criminal predicate. There has to be a video or a still photo of someone who we cannot identify. You can't make an arrest based on it. It's a tool. So if we get that information, detectives have to do old-fashioned police work to follow up. We are very cognizant of the privacy concerns that come with this. In Volusia County, we have there's just the folks in this crime scene, real-time crime center are the only ones that have access to that. Nobody else, no deputy, nobody else can be taking a picture of a girl walking down the street and then try to run her through the system and find out who it is to get a date. So we're working on our policy right now. We think our policy is probably going to be one that leads the nation as we work on this. And again, the most important thing, there's got to be a criminal predicate there. And everybody posts stuff. You know, your social media, you don't have an expectation of privacy in your social media. It's called the World Wide Web for a reason. You give away your privacy when you sign up on Facebook and put all your business out there. When you go to the airport, when you go to Publix, when you go to Walmart, when you go through a toll booth, you're being scanned, you're being videoed. When you log on your computer and make an online purchase, they're already profiling you because the ads that pop up are geared toward you as a customer. It's here. But we don't want this to be Big Brother, but at the same token, there is technology that's out there that can help keep us safer as long as it's used responsibly by responsible people within the guidelines and the framework of the law. I don't see any issue with it.
There's some concern that it's not as effective when darker toned individuals and minorities. Is that
females
something?
particularly.
That could be, and again, that's why we're saying it's only a tool. You cannot make an arrest based off of this. It's an aid. It's no different than somebody calling in from Crime Stoppers and giving us wrong information. We have to investigate that anyway. You know, the old-fashioned way was a mugshot book. You bring them in, throw a mugshot book in front of them, and go through it. Or they would tell you that I saw that guy wherever, and you would try to use some other things. But today, with all the technology, everything is out there in public space, and people need to understand that. You know, everything's out there, and this company or companies like them have the ability through technology to scrub all that public information that's out there. And if it gives you a lead that makes an arrest or catch a serial killer or catch a child molester or catch somebody who's committing frauds and thefts, it's a good thing.
But is it public if you've set your Facebook settings to private and somehow this company...
We can't get in. I don't think we can't get in there for that. We can only get in if you put it out there. If you blast something out there in social media, it's able to be captured.
So we get a picture come in saying that there was a robbery suspect attempt to identify. So we save the picture down to our database, and then Jessica's gonna hit new search. So the picture's gonna come back. This is the guy, that's the robbery suspect right there. All of those pictures on the right are all open source places, whether it be news journals, social media accounts, you name it, these are all open source pictures.
And you'll see it actually tells you where the photo is coming from. And again, all those are open source images to where it was either a news headline, whether he was a realtor in a magazine or a sheriff magazine, anything that's open source is what it's searching. And then the photo on the left is the one that we uploaded.
Yeah. So if you go up top, Jess, if you say the News Journal Online, the third one in, click that, it brings you up to that article. So if this was a Facebook page, it would come up to their Facebook page, or their Instagram account, it would come up to their Instagram account.
Driver's license bureaus too.
Nope.
This is just open source, where anybody in the public has access to.
Oh,
So
okay.
we don't go any criminal databases or government databases.
That's the perfect one to pull up.
What do you pull up? What?
Amendment 10.
That's great. That's great. Okay, so
I
that.
think Frank wrote that article too.
We're gonna get names and everything too. So, like what the sheriff was alluding to earlier, when we do like the child exploitation units, a lot of these people use fictitious names, like they hide their IPs. So we could put a picture in here, and if they have another open source, it'll show.
So
we-
sources like your driver's license,
No,
use
no,
a criminal
no.
database.
This is only
No,
open
no,
source.
when we-
Do you have an
This is
example
open.
That
where
confused
it
me.
leads
Now I
back to like a
understand.
social media account?
Sure, look up there, Jess, underneath the pictures, there should be something under there, maybe Twitter. Actually, if you click down, I know there was one earlier, keep going down and click more, keep going,
Oh, there it
okay,
is.
there you go, Twitter.
Now, again, it doesn't need to be his Twitter account or his social media account. It
Right.
could be anybody that has posted a photo with him in it, is it's gonna come back to.
But
It
right
might not
now-
even have his name in it. It might just say, hey, look, this was in the background, and it's gonna give us a lead. Now we have to go and do a little bit more work to see, okay, this person in this image, it's a match,